Hi, everybody. It's 2 o'clock on a Wednesday, and I am going to be making this shiplap background. So stay with me, and I will show you how to make it. Alrighty. Okay, I'm having issues here. So I hope you can hear me and whatnot. Everything is working, I think. Okay. I can't really see my comments, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on. Alrighty. Let me see here if I can go here. Technology. All right. Okay, it looks like it's working. Comments. Okay, alrighty. So this is called a shiplap background, and you can see what I've done here. I've made these 3/4 inch strips of paper, and I'm going to just see this. So the first thing I did was I put it through the embossing folder, and it's called lumber. And you can see that it looks like wood. See that? It's a really cool embossing folder. Now I am going to put this onto I'm going to back it onto a piece of paper, this one, just to give it a little strength. And sometimes it cracks a little when I cut it the last time, so I just wanted to make sure it doesn't do that. So I'm just going to put this, back it onto a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece of white cardstock. All right, so I put it through using lumber, and then I've put it onto a backing. Now I'm going to take my cutter, and this piece of paper is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'll be cutting it down a little bit, but I'll do that after I do the inking and whatnot. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to cut it into 3/4 inch pieces. So I'm just going to make sure that's even there. So I'm going to cut it at 3/4. So there's 2 of them. And now I'm going to do 3 1/4. And now I'm going to do 2 1/2. And now 1 3/4. And 1 3/4. And then 1. And then this one I'll do 3/4. You have a little bit left over, but then we do some spacing. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to take this new ink called Lost Shadow. And this is a really very pretty gray. And I'm just going to ink the edges of my shiplap. Okay. And you'll notice I'm not using a brush. I'm using a dome, or you could use a flat one if you wanted. You could use a brush too. I just found this easier. It's a very light gray. Now, I did do one prior to this, and I used a vintage brown, vintage photo, I believe it was called, but I did not like it. I did not like the brown. The gray looked much softer and more of the look that I was looking for. I saw this on Instagram Reel. I don't always know who does them when it's a reel. Okay, but you see why I backed this, because I wanted it to be stronger when I'm inking it. I'm not able to see your comments this time. I'm having issue with my program here, but I'm assuming it's working. Let me just double check here. Yeah. All right. Okay, so if you don't have this in your stash, Lost Shadow, it is a beautiful, beautiful gray, and this is the newest Distress Oxide ink. Okay, and if you wanted to label, you can go down go to Rangers, and they have downloads, and you can download a sheet that has all the names of the oxide inks on it, and then you can just cut them out and put them on your inks. All right. So now I am going to put these on here. Now they don't have to be in the order that they were cut. I'm mixing them up. Gives it a nicer look, I think. So I'm just putting them on like this. It's like my floor. So I'm leaving the tiniest bit. You can see it's just a tiny, tiny bit in between. But it does give a really nice background. I've used this folder before. Now, if you don't know what shiplap is, I think in the older houses, it's underneath the plaster. There's shiplap in older homes. But if you watch Joanna Gaines and Chip, they're always searching for shiplap or using it. And so are Property Brothers. They'll do a feature wall with shiplap. So it's just planking, actually. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I think it's a great background, and it's so easy. Like I said, you can use other inks. I just found this one worked the best. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim this off. So I'm trimming it down to 5 1/4 by 4. All right, so I've trimmed that down. And then I'm going to bring in my pink card, and I will put this on here like so. I did it just plain white also, but I kind of liked having a little color around it. I thought it looked very pretty. All right, so there we go. And then I'm going to put a piece of white in the center of my card. And I'll cut it the same. I'll cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so there's my front and there's the inside. Okay, now the other day I was doing things, a card with the arc, and I'm just going to go get it. I thought I had it in my stash. So this is the 3D folder that I used. It's called Lumber. And then this is the stamp, the die, and the stencil. And I created these, and I used it on the arch dies. I wanted to show you that you can use it on other shapes. All right. So I'm going to put this together. So I just cut some circles out. And then I took these and I'm creating it around a circle instead of an arc. All right. So you don't have to use it on an arc. You can change it up and do it on a circle. I'm just going to put that around like that. And then take this one, pop out those little pieces there. Just kind of stick that in there. Like that. And then I have this one here. So we'll just kind of put that there. So you can see how you can really mix these up to get a different look. Let's lift that up. And there we go. Put that one over there. So I've just changed the whole look of it. Now on this backing, I am going to raise this up a bit. And I'll just put that on there like that. And then I have Big Hugs and Happy Thoughts. This is from another stamp set, and I'm going to put that on there. So it's a very simple card. But I just wanted to show you that you can use different, put it into a different style. So there's our card. There's my shiplap and my arc turned into a circle. And then you could do your personal sentiment in there. So that is it. So I used Lost Shadow for the inking. These were 3/4 inch strips. I used Arch Florals and made it into a circle. And then the die. And I also stenciled it, but these would be very easy just to color without the stencil. And I also used the embossing folder called Lumber. So if you want any of these, just let me know. The price point on this is really good. It's $23.99. And the dies are $25.49. And you also get the dies for the words Many Thanks. And you were made for such a time as this. So, and that says, love you so much. You are the best. It's because of you I'm smiling. All right. Okay, and we did get some of these in today. We restocked. A lot of people are doing flowers now with the Spellbinder floral die cuts. So this works great for shaping them and adding dimension to them. So we have restocked our shaping kit. Now tomorrow I am not doing a card, but on Friday I am. And I am doing, where did it go? There it is. I am doing this one. So I'm using Flower Friends, which we are restocking. And I'm using this cute little frame. These are all Mama Elephant. And then when you open it up, it pops up. You are blooming wonderful. Isn't that adorable? And then I put some little flower ferns there. You can actually add, I'll show you that you can add something else here if you wanted, but I decided to put my flower ferns on there. So I think it's pretty cute. All right, so that's on Friday. So I won't be here tomorrow, so have a great day and today and tomorrow, and I will see you on Thursday. No, Friday. I'll see you on Friday. All right. Okay. I hope you try this. Lots of fun. And you could maybe, you probably might have an embossing folder in your stash that you can use. Who knows? Give it a try. All right. Thanks. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.